Here's a crazy tour story from about Norfolk, Virginia. I did this record with Galactic. I did a song on their album called From the Corner to the Block. Galactic, these are my friends, but it's an interesting thing. They're an all-white funk group from New Orleans. And I always joke with them like they had to do a lot of hard work to put together an all-white funk group in New Orleans. Stan Moore, who's the drummer in Galactic, is also the drummer on the first Street Sweeper Social Club album. That's me and Tom Morello. So that's that connection. Anyway, they invited me out to come do some songs with them. Like what we do is we do our song together and then they play a cool song or something. And I had a show in New York the next day, actually with like Rebel Diaz, that I was just showing up that they have a community center in the Bronx. So yeah, I was like, okay, I'll come out to Virginia, do this thing. And it's in Norfolk, Virginia. That's how you pronounce it. It's not Norfolk, it's Norfolk. So this is for later on in the story. So I go on stage and it's like it's like the Crawdad and Blues Festival. It's like got a New Orleans theme, you know. It's got a New Orleans theme. It's in Norfolk, Virginia. The crowd is all white. Most of the musicians are white. I get up on stage. By this time it's 10:30 at night and it's dark. And I just want to set up the scene. So the Crawdad and Blues Festival or whatever it was, there were Budweiser girls in bikinis, like doing lap dances and stuff like that. There was all kind of, and it's 10:30 at night. So I get up on stage and I don't even know what I said, but I said something motherfucker. I do my set, blah, 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 I get off stage, and then I look on stage and the police are taking Trombone Shorty off the stage. But it was a mistake. They were looking for me. So here's the thing. What was said to them that made the police actually accidentally go to Trombone Shorty thinking it was me? They didn't say the dude with the afro. They didn't say light-skinned black man. They just said, so, and what the police came for was because of cussing on stage. So they just said, obviously, you know, and I'm a just be nice and assume that they said there's a black man on, you know, get the black man on that's on stage. And so that was the closest black man that they saw, and they got him. But so then they figured out, oh no, it's not him, it's him. So they came up to me and they were like, you know, it's illegal to cuss in public. And I was like, no, it's not. You know, I don't see how that could be true. You know, and this was the promoter of the promoter was of the thing, who happened to be the sister of the mayor. She was there with the cop. I was like, no, I don't see how that could be true. And they were like, yeah, we have a statute for it. So they went and looked up the statute. They were like, here it is. And you know, really, I should have let them arrest me, because they were like, you either take the ticket or we arrest you. I should have let them arrest me, but I was like, I told Rebel Diaz and them I was gonna be at their show the next day, blah, blah, I don't wanna. Anyway, but because if I would have arrested them, it would have been arrested, it would have been a better case. I could have sued them. But it turns out that the statute that they were prosecuting me on was written 26 years before and had never been used. It was obviously unconstitutional. But here's the other point, is that I think the woman just got mad because she was like, we're trying to have a Crawdad and Blues, you know, festival, and here comes a black man on stage. You know, that's not what I wanted. Anyway, so they then go on this big campaign where it was all over like the regular newspaper in Virginia. Of course, they're not playing what I said or even showing what the crowd was, but they're going up to people on the street, and this was like several newscasts. So, what do you think about Boots Riley saying explicit words to kids at the festival? Like, they had this hypothetical idea that they were putting out there, like toddlers might have been. Again, there's 10:30 at night, and again, they had Budweiser girls lap dancing for people. They would go to black people and be like, you know, what do you think about if a rapper says to a toddler, you know, says the word fuck to a toddler or something, and people be like, that's outrageous. I was just like, okay, and I got the ACLU behind it, and then Turned out the city was like, no, we don't want a lawsuit. So the city went to the judge. You know, I was like ready for my court date. The city went to the judge and said, no, don't don't prosecute this. This is they found how they showed that it was unconstitutional because they didn't want me to sue them. But had I been arrested, then I would have been able to sue them.
Because of a lack of history, understanding of history, they find themselves repeating steps that have already been taken when all they have to do was pivot from what Dr. King already did.
Any obstacle or any form of adversity is gonna make you a better person when you come out of it on the other side. You're not gonna wanna hear that at the front of it.
Everybody should always aspire to be the person that they're not and do what it takes to become that person.
There's madness and miseducation. When you're telling somebody half of the story and you're lying to black kids about who they are, you're not telling them, you know, that they would come from kings and queens.